What's up, everybody? We had an incredible day today. Sorry, I'm not at the normal studio. My computer decided not to record and save anything, so here we are. I don't have my patented douchebag glasses and my fitted cap backwards. You get to see the blonde hair, though. We had 8 killer plays. I'm going to show you 4, and I'll drop hints of the others. If you haven't, like this video, subscribe to our channel. We want to continue pumping out content, and if you haven't, join our Discord channel, absolutely free for 7 days. If there's ever a time to make money, it's right now. Get access to all of our channels, our live alerts, make money with us. And if you love it, stick around. If not, no problem. All right, we're going to get into 4 incredible plays that we did today. I'm very happy with these. And then we're going to recap with some other analyst alerts. We hit Snap. We hit Apple, we hit Amazon, we hit NVIDIA for a 70% swing. It literally just doesn't stop. But let me go through these in alphabetical order because we like to keep things organized. Let's start off with AFRM. This is personally my favorite trade of the day. Let's check it out. We love to trade on momentum. There's something about trading momentum, reading the tape, and playing with the VWAP that makes a significant difference in what we do. When you can understand these key points and complement it with key levels, you're going to be in a fantastic spot. This thing opened up right at VWAP. So we entered into this immediately thinking that there was going to be a bullish run. We know that there's a major level at 156 cents. As soon as it broke, we kept here. While it was coming down, we said, you know what, if it respects this level of support and there's buyers coming in on the tape, that's no problem for us. We're going to continue doing what we do. Shoots up. So we bought it right here, saw this thing break the resistance, then use it as a support. This was our first level that we tapered off so we can secure some profits. And this was the all-time high. So everything after this was going to be no man's land. I solely relied on the momentum on the tape rather than anything else. We broke straight through here, came back down for a little dip, was not a big deal. We're still on the upper band of the VWAP, so we kept it going. Comes up, comes up, comes up, comes up. Right here is where it rejected. We still held on. We told ourselves that if it touched this VWAP or close to it, it was either going to break under, and that's when we let our whole trade go, or it bounces off. And as we've come to find out, this was a support. It did not touch the VWAP, and it continued going up. As we saw it reaching closer to the all-time high and the high of the day, which is 159.67, we had a judgment call. Do we wait for it to test here and maybe again, and then for it to go up, or do we let it go completely? We decided to let it go. And that's exactly what we did. As it was nearing the top, we went off and we were all good. While I was making this trade, by the way, we had confirmations from our bots, our algorithms, which is fantastic. I'll put one of them right here for the flow, and I'll put another one here so you can see the unusual options activity. That was our beautiful confirmation to stay patient, stay tight, and keep a very close eye on the tape. That's exactly what we did. We bought 155 calls right at open. It went almost 5 points in the money. We had a tremendous trade. Very happy with that. So now let's move on to AMD. Again, one of my all-time favorites. A fun fact for everybody to know, I have never missed a trade on AMD ever. I have a 100% success rate. And if you looked at our video a week ago, you knew that I was telling everybody, look out for the bullish signal on the daily. It's about to break into bullish momentum, and when it does, we are going to trade. We had a 100% trade that we profited on, that our members profited 300% on, and we just keep on continually playing it. Whether it's a short-term scalp, whether it's a longer-term play, we like to play both. But again, this thing opened up right at the VWAP, so we engaged in 114 calls. Major level, broke right through it. Fantastic. It's doing its thing here, it's doing its thing here, but it has a pretty big gap to fill between 112.82 and 114.82. So these 2 points, we were just going to watch the tape and see what the buyers and what the sellers were doing. It held pretty well. It looked like it wanted to bounce off the VWAP right here, but we were already about a point and a half up, so we decided to keep it. Now, as it reached our resistance, which is a very respected level, we decided to trim some here. I trimmed 1/3 of our position. 116.12. And again, these are pretty big gaps. Like AMD has a pretty big gap to fill from like 112 to 122. So those 10 points, you can't really rely on levels. You got to rely on the buyers and sellers on the tape, or you look very closely at what the price action looks like between the VWAP bands. So breaks 114.82. We trimmed 1/3 of our position. It came and broke this 116.12. We let go of another third of our position. And truth be told, we're swinging the 1/3 left. This has been 100% gain. We're holding on to runners. We have until the end of the week. Today's just Monday, and they expire on Friday. By the way, Friday the 22nd is my birthday, so you know I'm going to do some crazy shit if I have to, and I want to see these go to 300-400%. And if they don't, it's totally fine. We'll lock it in at a stop loss at 114.82, and we'll really enjoy the 80-90% that we already made right here. No love lost. That's AMD. Now we're going to go to Mara. We don't play Mara very often, but we play Mara when Bitcoin is popping, when cryptocurrency is popping. When those are in full swing, we like to get into Raya, we like to get into Mara. Today, we chose Mara. Even before we traded, I had all these levels here previously. And as you could see how this price is moving along, it really respected these levels. And I can't keep preaching to all of you. You have to respect the levels because they tell a story. You don't have to chart things from the day before. You can go on the daily. You can go on the 4-hour. You can go on the 1 hour and send it back 6 months. See what highs and lows you can find. See what gaps there are. Make an intelligent decision. Put these levels in so when it comes to trading today, you are as well equipped as you possibly can be. So let's check this out. I know that these two are very big levels. When it opened, went straight to the top, rejected at $49.98, which let's round it up to $50. Another thing that you want to keep in mind is these are not only levels from the chart, these are very psychological levels. 48.33, not very psychological. 50 is a big round number. It's a milestone. So you need to be careful when it reaches those psychological numbers because people tend to sell very heavily there unless you have an extraordinary amount of buying action to break it through. Anywho, so let's check this out. Comes here, comes down here. This acted as a support twice. So we said, you know what? Let's get into here. Let's get a 50 call. It's either going to bounce off of this 49.98 and we can sell it when it does that, or it's going to break through. As you can see, it breaks through. So now the next level is 51. As soon as it gets here, we trim 1/3. Goes to the other level, trim 1/3. Comes to reach this 53.42 level, which is the high of the day. This was the only level that wasn't here previously. Touched it once, rejected. We said, okay, no problem. If our last resistance holds for support, we're going to continue holding it, which is exactly what happened. Then as it was going up again to try it for a second time, again, we had to make a decision. Do we let it go here or do we hope that it breaks through, or is it going to go continue to the downside? I didn't want to take that risk, so we ended up selling right here. And again, it was at the perfect time. Already off the rip, we're 3 off of 3. And these are all 50 to 100% runs, which is fantastic. And my absolute favorite, SPX, had a killer day, and we made a 400% return. You could see it dumped immediately, and it came to this level. This is a major support. And I'm going to say it again. You must respect your levels. I know I sound like a broken record. I just want to make sure that you guys are learning and you make intelligent decisions. When it came here, I was paying a lot of attention to the tape to see what the buyers and sellers were doing. And it looked like the buyers were holding strong. So as soon as it started breaking out, we didn't get in right at the bottom. I have to be honest with you. I tried right here and it didn't fill. So then I placed a market order and it got me right here around 4,450. We rode this thing all the way up. As soon as it hit 4,470, again, not only is it a respected level, it's a psychological level too. Whole number, 4,470. There tends to be a lot of sellers there. We trimmed 1/3 right here. Comes back down. This support, it held very well. Came to test it again. Since we were already in the money here, we bought 4,465 calls. I said, you know what? What's the worst that can happen? If it breaks under 4,465, we'll let it go. Otherwise, this thing can continue to the upside till the end of the day. Everything was looking strong. Came down, but this is a higher low than this. So I'm thinking, okay, there's going to be a higher high. As it breaks through right here, I trim a little bit more. I was afraid that it wasn't going to break this, so I wanted to secure some profits. So we did 1/3 here, 2/3 here, comes up, again, 4,478, very respected level, plays around with it for a little bit, blasts through. We know that this level is here, 4,483. I said, you know what? I don't want to risk it. I sold it right here at this candle. And it still moved up another point, but we kept it right here. I hope that you guys are understanding my trading process. It's very simple. I read the tape at major levels so I can see what the buyers and sellers are doing. I respect all of the levels. And if we have bullish momentum and it opens above the VWAP, I'm keeping a very close eye on the price action, what it's doing on the second band, the upper band, and we go from there. It's really not rocket science. I just use all of these confirmations to make the best decision that I possibly can. So I hope we leave you here with this, and I hope that you enjoy it.